Hi, Debbie Domingo here. Over the past year or so, I have made it my personal mission to try to raise awareness about the ongoing search for the East Area Rapist, original Night Stalker, Golden State Killer. My goal, personally, is to be the squeaky wheel, because I firmly believe that one of the reasons that he has never been caught is because the public doesn't know about him. People just don't know who he was, what he did, and how they can help catch him. And my goal is to fix that. I'm happy to say that it's working. The fact that you are watching this video right now, you are living proof that our efforts are working. Okay, the public is starting to become aware of our case. Now I'm going to direct you to some really great resources, but before I do that, I want to give you a little insight into the history of our case because so many people are unaware. From 1974 to 1976, there was a criminal called the Visalia Ransacker who tore apart upwards of 125 homes in Visalia, California. Now, do I know for sure that those crimes are for sure connected to ours? No, I don't. But personally, I believe that they may be. So that was from 74 to 76. Then from 76 to 79, that's when we have the East Area Rapist series. And I say series, but this criminal worked in at least 10 different jurisdictions in Northern California. So we look at it now and we say, oh, that's an East Area Rapist series. But they were all disconnected. There were different departments who each had a few crimes, but they didn't know that it was all the same guy. At the time, they didn't know. And the public was pretty much unaware of what was going on. Okay. Then from 1979 up through 1986, the original Night Stalker murdered 10 people in Southern California in 3 different counties. So again, the disconnect, this was not a specific string of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were attacks that went all over the state of California, covering pretty much half of the state of California. Okay. So investigators at the time did try to establish connections between these crimes because they did seem so similar, but they were unsuccessful at the time. Okay, now I want to fast forward you to 1996. There was a very brilliant criminologist who took the first baby steps into working with DNA in order to try and connect some of these crimes together. By 2001, he was successful. They got a positive DNA link between the East Area Rapist crimes in Northern California and the original Night Stalker crimes in Southern California. Okay. And over the past 16 years, the investigation has just snowballed. It has gradually gotten more and more traction. Now in 2001, again, they were just making the DNA link between East Area Rapist and original Night Stalker. The public started to get wind of what was going on. And there were a couple of really good TV documentaries, and the very first internet presence popped up. There were 2 specific things that laid the foundation: the A&E discussion boards and Archangel's website, which was ear-ons.com, earons.com, which is still in existence, by the way. Check it out. It's a fantastic resource. But those 2 sources, the A&E discussion boards and Arch's website, those 2 laid the foundation for the internet communities to really take hold of our case and start doing some work. And over the past 16 years, these things have evolved. What we now have are 2 discussion boards, they're called Proboards, and 1 subreddit that are completely dedicated to finding the East Area Rapist Golden State Killer. Okay. When we talk about numbers, right now, I think if you combine both Proboards, there are over 2,300 members on the Proboards. And they get an average of between 1,200 to 1,300 visits per day. These are people who are daily checking in on these discussion boards and contributing to the discussion and the investigation. Okay? And then the subreddit has over 3,500 members dedicated to being a part of the solution for this case. Okay? These forums are made up of good-hearted people who at some point heard about this case and said, hey, I'm interested and I wonder if I can help. Now, are these forums perfect? No, they're not. Do you, every once in a while, you get some kind of far-fetched crackpot kind of a theory come in and stir up a little bit of dissension? Sure. That when you look at you know, a couple thousand people talking about one topic, you're going to have a little bit of oddball stuff. Okay, but for the most part, are these forums a good place for a newcomer to get information? Yes. Absolutely, yes. Are they a good place for you to learn about the history of the case? Yes. Are they a good place for you to put forth new ideas and theories? Yes. Are they a good place for you to find support from other people who are like-minded with you? Yes. I don't know about you, but when I sit down at my dinner table with my family, I do not talk about the Golden State Killer. And I don't guess that you guys do as well. When I am sitting at the table with my husband and my children and my grandchildren, I am not talking about the search for a serial rapist and killer. I guarantee it. If I want to talk to somebody about the case, guess where I go? I open up my computer and I go to both Proboards. I open up the Iran subreddit. I open up my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my email. And that's where I spend a lot of my time researching this case, because there are people online who know more about this case than I ever will. So I'm going to tell you now, this internet community, I have come to trust you guys and to love you and respect you. I call you my second family, because that's what you are. You guys are going to be the ones who get me some justice and some closure for the death of my mother and Greg. And I'm really, really grateful for that. So you may hear some voices out there who try and tell you that Proboards or Reddit are not productive and they're not helpful to the investigation. And I'm going to tell you from firsthand experience, they are. Proboards and Reddit are great places to be. So there are already links to these on my YouTube channel. So if you'll look at the information on my YouTube channel, you can easily find these discussion boards, these forums, and you can become a part of the solution. You can help us identify this guy after 40 plus years. We're so ready and we need your help. So again, I'm going to sign off saying my normal, my usual little catchphrase. I want you to learn as much as you can about our case, and I want you to share it far and wide. Share it with everybody you can think of, all your email contacts, all your Facebook friends, all your people in your Twitter feed. I want you to please be the squeaky wheel along with me. We can raise awareness. We can let everybody in the U.S. know how to find this guy. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Thank you all. Have a great day.